Mallworld stuff today. We've got a special project that we're going to be doing after we get through the announcements from Isabel here. Hope your Sunday is going well. Oh, CJ's on. Not that we're going to do any fishing. All right. Oh, our message in a bottle is right here. Look at that. How convenient. It is a DIY cherry rug. Ah, something we don't know. Good. Very, very good. All right. So I think we did get some stuff from the hotel. We did get some stuff from Nook Shopping. We are still going to leave this hotel stuff in here just so we can keep track of the stuff that we've got so that we're not getting duplicate items in here. Alright, Venetian Carnival mask. Let's go ahead and put that into storage. We did do some Happy Home off stream yesterday too, just so we could get some stuff that we wanted from Happy Home that required some pokey from the Happy Home. Alright, so what we want to do today, let's first make sure that we remember to log in. Oh, hello. We also saw in the intro screen before Isabel's announcements come up, it shows you like a little part of the island, and it showed Fred the dog, and this is the second time, I think the second day in a row, maybe not in a row, but this definitely the second day that he has been a guest at our hotel. What does Nook Shopping have today before we get going? I don't think they have anything new. Gray chino pants, KK Rally, a different Venetian mask. We're trying to collect all the different Venetian masks. We've got like 2 of them so far, I think. How is your Sunday going? Hope you are all doing fantastically. I can give you a little hint into what our secret project is going to be coming up after we do a little bit of construction on Mallworld. Our secret project relates to next Sunday. Some of you may know what that is. Some of you may not. Alright, so I think we want to make this a little bit less long. We want to shorten this up just a tad. So we're going to move this over. Our tidal wave beach here. We don't want it to be quite so long. Maybe taper it in on both sides here. We do need to have room for our flower garden and then also our farm, our produce, vegetables and fruits and stuff, and eventually a pumpkin patch. Figment did do some work on her park. So we've got the theme park entrance here. We are going to need to destroy this rock so that it respawns somewhere else. And we're going to do a bridge across here to go straight into here, and we got to do some paving around here. But other than that, we might have to close off this lake a little bit too, or the little pond. So as far as the tidal wave waterfall here, let's get into our construction mode. Yes, we want to get into construction. And let me know too if the audio and video is doing all right. Did have some audio glitches yesterday, so hopefully those are all resolved here. We want to, I think we're going to have to start at the top level and then build down. So let's get our ladder here. Okay, so we need to taper in one end on each side so that it's even. So let's get our waterscaping. Okay, 2 on this side. Okay, and then let's do 2 on the other side. And then there, and then there, then there. Okay. Still a bit long. Let's do one more on each side. All right. Okay. So we're going to need to destroy this here. So let's go ahead and get down with our handy dandy ladder. All right, and let's get our construction tool, our cliff tool. Okay, and then we can get back to our waterscaping. Fill that in there, fill that in there. Can we? Okay, good. We can fill all this in. Actually, we do want it to extend one out. Okay, so then let's get back to this. Let's curve this there. And then let's get on the other side. We can, actually, let's see, was there two on this side? Okay. 2 on this side. So we've got 1, 2. Just get rid of all that. And then we can get that, and get that. Okay, so now we need to, let's go ahead and curve that, because we know we're going to curve that. Waterscaping, fill that in, fill that in, and that in. Okay, then we'll get down to our first level. And then we'll get back to our cliff. All right. Those cicadas are pretty loud. Okay, and we do want to fill this in on this side, so we'll get back to our waterscaping. And then okay, and I want to make this rounded like that. Okay. I'm not sure I like that either. Alright, I guess that'll do. That'll do. Okay, so we need to fill this in, fill that in, fill that in, and then let's make this round. Okay. Cool. So it's shortened up a little bit there. So let's go ahead back to our cliff tool for the final little chunk here. All right. So that's a little bit better. So now it's not quite so long. Let's curve that end. And let's curve this end. Okay. We want to curve this as well, and then we'll curve the other side too. Okay, so we'll pave these sand path. Since this is all beach, now we can get more sand pathing back along here. Very nice. Sandy beaches. Okay. And I think we do need to fill in the sandy beach along the back of the tidal wave as well. I think some of that got taken out when we were doing our construction. So we'll need to put that back in. Let's see. Yes, it did. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. Do that. And we'll just connect it around to the other side here to finish this off. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Takes all the guesswork out of terraforming and designing. It's great. It's great, great. Alright. So now we'll do this way, and this way, and this way. I feel like it was only 2 white on the other side instead of 3 white. I'm going to have to go back and double check. I think we are going to be re-adding cliffs on the other side anyway, but we can at least pave it for now, because when we place more cliffs, if we do need to place more cliffs, it'll just take the sand away anyway. We don't need to worry about doing it ourselves. Sweet. Yay! All right. This is too much of a corner. It's not going to let me put sand in there. All right, so now it's not so wide that you can't even see it in frame. So we've got that. And this was... It was 3 white. Okay. We needed to connect that. Connect that. Connect that. Connect that. Yay! One more and one more. I wish this sand matched this sand here. I wish it looked the exact same. But that's okay. It's alright. Alright, so that's our tidal wave. We do need to eventually get rid of that. I don't know if it's going to let us right now because that tree is there, but let's see. I know it's not going to let us go past this tree coming up over here. Will it let us do one more? Oh, it will. I don't think it's going to let us curve this, though. Oh, it will. Okay, sweet. Okay, but we're going to need to move that tree to get any further. Let's curve that as well. We'll need to pick up that stick before it will let us curve that. Cool. Alright, so our campsite is here. We're not going to be able to put our flower garden here because there's just too many flowers. But we can... Let's see. This is our freeway, so we do need to cut down this tree. Oh boy. Actually, we can probably move the tree instead. We've got a lot of pear trees. Actually, I think we've got some pear juices in our storage. And those give us 2 energy, I think. What is it? Oh, a new reaction. Oh, cute. Thanks, Biscuit. How cute. Aww. Alright, so we need to get into our storage. We also will need to see what's in Nook's Cranny. We need to buy some stuff from them, because we still haven't gotten them to upgrade their shop. So I don't know how much more we need to spend, but I feel like we spent a ton there already. and we still haven't gotten them to want to upgrade their shop. So we know we got to move this tree over here. Let's drink our smoothie. Go, go, go. Okay, so now we can move 2 trees. So we know we need to move this one, and we know we need to move the one that's up here. So we can go ahead and do that. And that was over across here. This one. Okay, and we're going to be fine cutting this out, but not back here without moving that tree up there. So we can do that another time. Let's just get all this stuff here. Picking up all these sticks because we are going to need them for construction, for crafting, DIY things. These mums are out of control, and I don't even remember which ones are seeds and which ones are already on the island. Okay, so we need our dirt path. Okay, so we need to put the dirt path here so that we can do our curve of our freeway. And I think it was 3 wide and not just 2 wide. So we are going to need to take down that cliff in front of us too once we get up to that point. Or we could even do an incline and make it the incline like part of the hill. Gonna need to move that tree. Just going to pave around it for now, just so we can get the paving done. Okay. Okay, so let me take a look here, because we've got to build our little mountain structure that's in my Mallworld dreams, which is like this, it's a really tall, like, mountain, and it's like it's not like a national park, but it's like just a mountain that's not even that wide or big. It's just like a mountain tower kind of thing. And then maybe back here, oh, we do need to keep this river, because another thing is in my Mallworld dream, I take like a raft and it like takes me, and then I'm in like a city. So it's really strange in my dream. I don't know if other people's mall worlds has something like that as well. Um, Catch this money butterfly because this is worth some money. And I did see my money rock up top, by the way, too. So I'm going to go ahead up to the top here. So the mountain tower, I'm just going to call it, because it is more like a tower, but it's mountain. It's kind of off to the side while I'm on the freeway in the dream. So let me bury my 1,000 bells. Oh gosh, I need to get a withdrawal out of the ATM. We are running really low on funds. We haven't done any turnips or anything like that either, so we definitely are kind of strapped for cash. We do have some money trees. While we've been trying to decide where to put our fruit trees and our money trees and stuff like that, we have been planting our money trees along here. Oh, O'Hare is here again today. Let's say hi to Naomi too. Oh, don't run us over. Don't run us over. Life is so invigorating. Yes. I love it when the villagers got their zoomies and they're running around playing airplane in the plaza. Fantastic, awesome break. Alright, so we can get our money trees. This is Applewood Drive, which is along here, so we do need to plant more apple trees. So I don't think Figment is strapped for... Oh, look at Shino, she's sleeping. She fell asleep under the tree. I don't think Figment is strapped for cash, so since we are such in dire need of money, we're going to have Sandman get all of these. And then we know we can chop these down because they don't have wasps in them or anything. And we're going to need to plant more apple trees along here. So let's just have Sandman just get all of these. Just so we can know we can tear all these down. Oops. And I could just chop instead of shaking, getting the money, and then chopping, but I just don't want to miss out on any of the wood because we do need wood for DIY crafting and stuff as well. He is almost very close to paying off his basement loan as well, and we do need to get that paid off so that we can have access to the storage unit outside the house so that we can put multiple things into storage at once instead of having to go in the house and put them in one by one. Excuse me. We'll get rid of all the stumps as well so that we can have more room to kind of visualize what we're doing here. Get rid of these two. He'll definitely be able to pay off the loan. Chop, 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 chop. All right. 220, 230, 240. Oh, she had a dream. What's happening, Shino? Striking a pose. No, you're not. You're practicing sleeping. You're not practicing a pose. All right. And then last but not least is this one here. It's funny because I always thought that the shrubs that Leaf sells were good for being in bloom for the whole month that they're in bloom for. But we bought these like January 15th, I think. Actually, no, it was even earlier than that. We bought these before the 3.0 update and planted them, and they were in season or in bloom. But then within like a week, they were no longer in bloom anymore. So that was something that we found really weird. I guess we never paid attention before to the plants and when they're in bloom and stuff. More money. Alright, so we need to plant more apple trees. Apple, apple, apple. So we want to dig up all these stumps here. We do need to get rid of that one as well, so we can properly put our sidewalk down. We need to pay off our loan. And then we need to build our mountain tower. And then we can move on to our special project, which is going to be super fun next week. The idea actually just hit us this morning of what we can do. Alright, so let's pay off our loan. Whoa, don't run me over. Alright. Pay it off the loan. And then I don't think it lets us unlock the storage unit until the next in-game day. So we'll still have to go without it today, but at least we'll be able to have access to it now. Oh, 139, yes. Sweet! Basement paid off for Sandman. Yay! Sweet! Woohoo! No more loan payments. I hate how it doesn't stack these for you automatically. You have to do it yourself. We're going to need to make another deposit. Oh, okay, alright. Let's go put it back in the bank. Oh, well, hello there. My goodness, you've done it. You've paid off your home renovation loan in full. Congratulations, you're debt-free. Your house is as grand as it gets. Lifetime of free exterior renovations. Expanding the storage. It's going to cost a bajillion bells. Where indeed, yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And you say Blathers talks a lot. Gee, many. Alright, let's put this stuff away. We'll do... and then let's do... Okay, that's good. We'll get back up to 1 million eventually. All right. Okay, so I just had to step out for a second. Okay, now I can put all these away without having any trouble. Okay, so I've got trees in my pockets. Money trees we've been planting along here, so let me get my shovel. We're gonna need to move this guy. We must not have, one of us must have missed our money tree yesterday, because otherwise we'd have two of this size here. So I don't know what happened there, but one of us forgot. Alright, so oh, what's his name? Oh god, I can't remember. I'm bad with the frog names. Tad. I should have gone with my guess, because my guess was going to be Tad. Because I knew it wasn't Henry, because Henry's more green. Alright, so we need to figure out our mountain tower. Oh, we also got the kitty house to kind of represent like the rest stop, because they're always in like these buildings along the freeway along I-10. Anyone that's ever driven along I-10 between on the way to California, the rest stops all have this like tan building. So if we curve up here, we'll get rid of that. Go up here. The mountain tower is kind of off to the side, like up here. So it would kind of be like in this area here where the yellow flowers are. So it would make sense that it's kind of near the campsite like that. Because I don't think you can camp at this mountain tower. But I know that in the dream I've stopped there a couple times because we're going to go to the top of it or something. Get these fossils out of the way. Do, 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 do. We also, I think we're going to move Nook's Cranny, which reminds me, now that I'm here, let's go ahead and see what they have. See if we can get them to expand their shop, for crying out loud. Hello, hello. Welcome to Nook's Cranny. Oh, let's buy this wall tool shelf. 1,500 bells, dang. I think at this point we're gonna need to buy like everything that they have, like every single day. 49. Ay ay ay. When are you gonna expand your shop, boys? What wallpapers and floorings do they have? Oh, this one is nice. We can give that to Figment. I think we have this one. Let me just double check on that. White iron parquet flooring. White iron parquet flooring. I don't want to forget by the time I get to my house. White iron parquet flooring. White iron parquet flooring. Ba-da. Okay, storage. Yes, we do have it. Okay, sweet. And then, okay, cool. So let's put this away. Let's put this away. Put the tool board away. That away. We can actually, since we don't yet know where our trees are going to go, let's just put them in storage for now. We'll leave the fossils for Figment so that she can get more credit for donating more fossils in case there are any that are not already duplicates. So let's leave those here. Alright, empty pockets, that's what we want. Let's go ahead and see what Able Sisters has while we're here. Rose Rocks 399, hello, how is your Sunday going? How are you doing? Are you enjoying Animal Crossing? Oh, that's right, it takes us out of construction mode, shoot. Alright, that's okay. That is quite alright. Ooh, gold tees, gold print tees. Do we want this one or do we want this one? Or both? Any shoes, any socks? I am doing well. I think we have the shower sandals already. Oh, Rose, okay. Hello, Rose. Keeping it simple, right? I don't like these pants. Let's get the black one and then we'll get the white one. We don't want to wear what we picked out because we don't have any trousers on without having the suit on. We do need to talk to Sable too because we've been forgetting to do that the past couple of days too. And as a result, we only have like a couple patterns to use. We're not going to wear that. So let's talk to Sable really quick. We discovered when we were designing a VIP hotel room yesterday that we didn't have hardly any patterns. Yay! When are you going to give us some patterns? A favorite customer. And I'm all... Don't embarrass Sable. Don't embarrass her. She's working hard. Okay. Cool. Alright. Thank you. Alright. We need to get back into construction mode. Yes. Alright. So what we're gonna do, I think, is we're just gonna go ahead and tear down the cliff. Ooh, money bug, money bug. Yes. These are worth some good money. So if we... Actually, we can probably leave this here. Maybe scale it back a little bit, but then build this up in like a circle mountain tower here. So let's scale that back a little bit. Let's go ahead and just get these trees shaken just so I can start doing stuff with them without having to remember to shake them first to make sure that there's no wasps. Oh, furniture. Foosball table. Ha! Oh, here's our other furniture. Tape deck. Okay, those are going to be handy. Oh, wasp. See, it's a good thing. It's a good thing I shook it first. Because otherwise I'd have forgotten, and doing my construction I would have got stung. Oh, money. Ah, here's our other wasp. So now we've got 3 wasps. because there's one that we shook earlier. Purple mums on their way to becoming green mums. Oh, here's our other wasps. Dang, they're all like right together. Okay. I don't think that there's any more wasps. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's going to be one more wasp somewhere because we've only gotten one before construction and then 3 right now. Oh, we've got lots of money. We've got lots of money. We've got potpourri people and sleuth on clue. We just didn't want to, we wanted to try to earn as much ourselves as we could. Thanks, Rose, though. What we are lamenting is that we can't transfer Nook Miles to people. I mean, sure, we can transfer Nook Miles tickets, but not the Nook Miles themselves. That's another thing that we are sorely lacking on this island. That our Clue Island and our Potpourri Island each have like 700,000 Nook Miles. But you can't transfer Nook Miles, unfortunately. So... let's just get all of these trees shaken so that we can get this out of here. Okay, let me see. Okay, that one over there. It's funny how shaking the tree scares the fish, but just walking by the river doesn't scare the fish. I never understood that. Oh, I needed to dig up these yellow mums. Because it's not going to let me destroy the cliff as long as the flowers are there. Let's go ahead and do, oops, these as well. So I might be able to, let's see, I was going to put something up here. Okay, the river, I'm going to have my boat. I'm going to need to build up this to make a little boat. Speaking of Nook Miles, oh, ×5 for that. Sweet. I should have checked it earlier. Okay. I'm just going to dig up all the flowers that are on this level because I'm going to need to build out my cliffs, I think. Excuse me. We're not going to destroy... Actually, we do need to get these. Okay. And then... So, Rose, are you enjoying the 3.0 update? What's your favorite part about the 3.0 update that you've played? Let's get back down. Have you used Rossetti's service yet? Okay, so I think I wanted to make it... I'm going to build my freeway first, I think. And then we're going to worry about the mountain tower. So I need to... Oh, Slumber Islands and the hotel. Yes, I love the hotel. It's so funny because when we first were when in the direct when they were showing us the hotel, I'm like, oh, that's just like Happy Home, and I'm there's parts of Happy Home that I enjoy, but parts of it I just kind of like get stuck with because you have to use certain items and stuff. So I wasn't really looking forward to the hotel before the update came out. But then this hotel, I love this hotel way more than Happy Home. I'm like addicted to doing hotel rooms. I wish I could just start all of them over and just do them all over again from scratch because, I mean, once you've designed them, you can always like go back and redesign them after you finish all 8, but it's just not the same as like the initial like designing and coming up with ideas and stuff. And it's just so much more fun to me than the Happy Home. Because you don't have to use, sure you have a theme, but you don't have to use specific items like you do in Happy Home. Speedrun HHP, yeah, I think we're going to be doing that once we get HHP for our Skedaddle Island. I think we're just going to like just run through and just kind of like blam, blam, blam. Okay, I saw an Agriorus butterfly over here. Where did it go to? Did it fly over here? I got distracted by the money butterfly. So far, we've only finished HHP completely with one of our players, our little 80s boy. Oh, look, they were like blocking each other. They were like running into each other. We've only finished it with our 80s boy, Hawkins. I think Leota is going to be next to finish it, and then maybe Samuel, and then Redwit after that. We do have it on Mallworld, so Sandman has done, I think, like 4 houses. Figment has done 2 houses. But we don't have it on Clue, we don't have it on Skedaddle, and we don't yet have it on Science. But eventually we will be getting it for all the islands. We're just going to be doing one at a time. Alright, I think it just went away. So I think I missed out on the money butterfly. But we can get our balloon for sure. If it doesn't fall into the pond here. We'll wait for it to get over here. Do, 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 do. So of the facility builds in HHP, which one is your favorite? Was your favorite to build? I like the interaction of the hospital after you build the hospital, that you can go in and like get a cast for your leg or like a head bandage or something like that. If you say you have a headache, he'll give you like a head bandage. The doctor, whichever doctor you choose. Or if you say your knee hurts, like Hawkins went in and he said his knee hurts and he gave him a whole cast. I'm like, that's kind of overkill, isn't it? He's like, yeah, put that cast on and your knee won't hurt anymore. Okay, thanks, Doc. The hotel at HHP. In HHP, which of the facilities was your favorite? Like the hospital or the restaurant or the cafe or the school, of the facilities that you design? Putting all these flowers away. We really need to unlock our little storage unit because this is just for the birds. Doing this one at a time thing instead of like all at once. Okay, cool. Oh, the restaurant, yeah. What kind of theme did you give your restaurant, or what did you name it? Or did you give it a theme at all? All of ours have like different themes. Like for Redwit on Potpourri, she designed her restaurant since her theme on the island is kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean, and she's the pirate. So in pirate theme, the Peter Pan pirate, she's TikTok is her TikTok the crocodile. So we have boots on the island that's near her house. And so she called her restaurant the Smiling Crocodile, and it's all like in crocodile kind of theme, and it's got pictures of TikTok the crocodile on it. I don't have a theme. I don't remember the name since I restarted my. Oh yeah. So do the wedding events in June for Reese and Cyrus too, or do you just kind of like skip Harv's Island altogether throughout the month of June? Okay. I would need to get. I need to gauge how wide this is gonna be. Skip it. Yeah. Yeah, I always dread having to go to I always want to go to Harv's like every Monday to see what new rugs Sahara has and what new flooring for my characters, but I always dread going on during June because I know it's going to be like, oh, do our wedding event for us. It's like, no thanks. I don't want to. Okay, so we're gonna need to go through here, and then I think we can do a ramp from the second to the third. So I think we're gonna need to make 2 ramps here. So we are gonna need to move that telescope after all. So let me get back up there. Okay. I don't want to chop down these trees, but I don't want to eat a bunch of stuff to have to move them. But we are going to have to move them. So let me get more pear smoothies. We are going to need to move this for right now too. Off to sleep. I'm really tired. It was nice to meet you. I hope to see you. Oh, thanks for coming in, Rose. Sleep well. Have Mallworld dreams. But hope they're not scary. All right. I'm going to put these away and get some pear smoothies. Pear smoothies. Okay, I'm just going to put those into storage for now. Let's get some pear smoothies. I'm probably going to need probably all of these, I think. 2 per smoothie. All right, let's get back up and move some trees. Okay, we're gonna need to move those trees up here. And these down here. Okay, definitely this one. Okay. I need to just make myself completely sure of where we're going to put this So I'm gonna make my road here. So let's go ahead and drink that. Pear smoothies. Okay, if we can leave that there, we are gonna need to get rid of that one. And this one. We can probably maybe get rid of this one and this one. And then the ones on the second level. So let's drink another pear smoothie to get 2 more. Yay! Ba-da, ba-da. All right. So wheat. Okay, so we can build our highway along here. I think it will go up the incline and then back down. No, it's got to be flat where the mountain tower is. So we'll just flatten all along here and then have the highway go up the hill back here. Okay, I think that's going to be our plan. Let's get down to this level. Okay, and we need to drink 1 more smoothie. Alright. Then we will dig that one up and dig this one up. Perfecto. And I think all of these were mums that were already here on the island, so we can go ahead and sell those, I think. Now that we've got a purple mum anyway, so we're on the way to a green mum. Alright. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Pockets are still okay. We've still got some space here. Yay. Okay. So we're going to leave all of this as is for now. We're going to build our freeway. Okay. So we do need to... I think we can actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 pear trees already, aside from this one. So we can actually chop this one down. All right. Let's dig that up. Let's get this. Yay! We are going to need to get rid of this tree as well so we can start doing terraforming. We need to get rid of this. Okay. We still got a wasp out there somewhere, which we don't know where it is. And we haven't shaken all of our trees yet, but most of them. So we do still need to be mindful of that. Very mindful. Alright. Paving. I want to put these trees into storage just to get them out of my pockets. Ooh, big dragonfly. All right. Inventory. God, trees, trees, trees. Tons and tons of trees. I'm so glad that we can put trees in storage now. It's so much nicer. Put flowers in storage. Although I do now, the only thing I lament about being able to put dug up flowers in storage, in addition to the picked flowers, is that now I really have to pay attention when I'm just plunking a bunch of flowers into storage, because the icons almost look the same from the picked flowers to the planted flowers. And I don't necessarily need to put any planted flowers in my storage. I can just sell them, so I just need to pay attention to the ones that are in pots as opposed to the picked flowers. So we're going to craft some more pear smoothies. We're going to sell these flower plants. Go to the Nook's Cranny. The NC. Shop it at the NC. When are you guys going to upgrade? I want to sell. We are selling this. 280 bells. Not great, but that's okay. What's the hot item of the day? Campfire? Oh my gosh. That's like so easy to make. I think that just takes twigs too. Let's craft some more pear smoothies. Set quantity. Let's do 3. And then let's see what we can do to craft campfire. Because I'm pretty sure that that's just sticks. Let's craft. Campfire. Yeah, it just sticks. Oh my goodness. Let's do a bunch. Let's just go ahead and do 10 of these. Sweet. All done for now. Let's go ahead and sell all of those. Oh, what did I get Nook Miles for? Oh, crafting. Nice. And we've got a new DIY, the cherry rug. Okay. Let's sell 10 campfires. Hot item of the day. Get it? Hot item? Campfire? I want to sell. We are selling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay. 600 bells? That's it? That's your hot item? I guess it is just made of sticks, so. Alright. I get Nook Miles for that. Oh, ×2. Oh, sweet. Awesome. Sell fruit. Sell 5 fruit. Swim for 3 creatures. Hit 5 rocks. Or hit rocks 5 times. Okay, so those are all our ×2 that we can do afterwards. One second here. All right. Okay, so let's get up. We'll need to do some terraforming here with our handy dandy cliff tool. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, I need to figure out how far back we're going with this here. Oh, we can probably just go all the way through here. Okay. And then my river is there, so I probably do want to stop here, even with here, and then maybe have the ramp up here. Okay, so wheat, and this is cool too because it is 3 wide. I might need to cut that back too, but we will get to that if we need to. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to here. Chop all this down here. And we are going to make a 3 wide lane. Okay, we're actually going to need to go. Okay, let me. We may need to curve the lane off this way. We'll have to see how this looks as we approach the little hill here. All right. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so I'm going to need to dig up this fossil because it's in the way too. It's not going to let us put our road there. Okay, so I need to, since this goes all the way to here, I need to scale back that side there as well. So I do need to dig in a little bit further into this cliff here instead of turning it around. Okay, so I can probably just do here. Oops. I keep forgetting that it doesn't let you progress when there's a curved cliff there. All right. Chunk, 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 chunk. I see you, banded dragonfly. Taunting me. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to catch you. We're in terraforming mode right now. Okay, so I can do 1, 2, 3. So it is still 3-lane there. So I think I can do that. Oh, actually, you know what? It's not going to let me chop this down because there's a curb right here. So I'm going to need to take down this as well. Really cutting into all of our cliff space. We may make our mountain tower fatter than it is in the actual dream, just so we can have more upper cliff space, because we need some substantial second and third level cliffs so that we can put ponds and rivers on the second and third levels for when those fish, there's specific fish that spawn only on second and third levels in like the springtime and stuff. So we are going to need that, rivers on second and third levels, in order to get those fish for our Critterpedia. So just thinking ahead, we know we're going to need that. Is this money? Is this money? Is it money? It's money! Put away. Okay. So, alright, so now we can get back to our pathing tool. And we are putting the dirt path down as a foundation for being able to have this look a little bit better, rather than just having the straight path on its own without having the dirt underneath it. Oh no. Alright, so now this and this and this. We're painting the river red, painting the roses red, except we're painting the ground with sand. Dirt, actually. The sand was on our beach. We're painting the roses red. All right. Hope everybody is having a lovely Sunday. Is it a lazy day? Is it a productive day? You gearing up for next Sunday? Anybody that's interested in the football, the American football, Super Bowl Sunday? As soon as we finish this highway layout foundation here, we're going to start working on our special project, which is actually going to be used next week in next week's stream. Our special project. Alright, so okay, so we were going to cut it to here. We want to build this cliff a little bit more. All right. I need to see where our cutoff was that we stopped. Here? Because the river is there. So then, well, we have passed our mountain tower. Our mountain tower was going to be right around here. Okay, so we'll be able to have our up ramp start going along here. So let's get rid of this here. First off, actually, I need to make sure I'm making enough space here. Whether it is 3 wide, which I'm pretty sure it is 3 wide. I just need to remember what I'm doing here. Okay, so my freeway is this one. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I need a turn. A turn. So I guess let me see here. This one, I had this one on this side, so I need to have the opposite edge. So I had the empty space on there, so I need to have the empty space up here. No. Actually, close. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. Now if I put the empty space, here. Okay. That's kinda works. Okay, let me put my edge. Road. Okay, I didn't have a curve road with lines. I've only got straight horizontal or the straight vertical. So if we start doing here straight vertical, look at Tad just living his best life in his purple swag, his purple fit, watching all the butterflies. You know, I see more people wearing Figment's hotel outfit on this island than I do people wearing Sandman's brown coat on this island. Wonder why that is. Okay, now we get my other path. We need... Okay, now we need a road going up this way, but with a line. but maybe not a line. Okay, let me get my right path. That's not what I wanted. Not quite what I wanted. Because you can see in between it. Which one do I need to use then? How is this? I guess I just need to use this one right here so that it connects. Okay, and then okay, so that's kind of a, that's too fat of a turn. I think it doesn't fit. Let's see. So the outside turn, but not having an inside turn, does that look weird? Also, this is 2 spaces. Let's see, 1, 2, line 1. So this is 4 wide, whereas this is just 3 wide. I think that's why it looks so funky. Maybe if I had, but there's not enough room to do a 4 wide path all along here, really. And plus, this is starting to get into the stretch of the freeway where it's not really that populated. So it kind of makes sense going from the city, where you've got your big lanes, fatter lanes, to thinner lanes, like it's almost like a dirt road freeway, like off on the side. Not quite like a Route 66, a little bit more fancy than a Route 66. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll get our normal middle piece here. And then pave all of this. And then our left and right sides, so that we can finish off the freeway that way. The other reason we're putting dirt path underneath the custom paths is so it'll show up on our map. Because when we did our city streets, originally we just had the custom path laid down. And then we looked at our map, we're like, wait, why aren't any of the streets showing? Because we don't have the dirt path or like the default, any of these underneath the custom paths. So these all show up on your map, whereas custom paths do not. So that's why we went back through all the city streets after we had done them and repaved dirt underneath them, and then had the custom paths put over them. Alright, so I wonder if we should make the horizontal, the east-west part of this freeway, just 3 spaces wide instead of 4. How did it work out that there's 4 spaces when it's only 1 lane each side? I think one of the lanes is looking too big. So I need to take a look at that, and maybe we'll have to retweak that. Okay, let's get our left side road. Sweet. All right. So our highway up to there, we're going to need to take away more of that cliff, but I want to tweak the east-west part of this freeway so that's kind of a little bit more matching, because it kind of bugs me that how it turned out to be 4 spaces instead of just 3. Oh no. Ba, 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 ba. All right. Do, 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 do. All right, so here, oh, are you money? Please be money. Oh, wall-mounted candle, that's not bad. All right, so I think because we had this, actually we should be able to make this 3 instead of 4. That's why we made it 4, is because the city street was 4. Okay, that, now that I'm reminded of that, yeah. But is this the same? I feel like these are not the same as these. Yeah, these are different. Okay. So how did I end up using thin ones? Instead of these here. Maybe because the thin ones are more in the center. I think that's why I did that. On this side. Because I had to do 4 on this side. Okay. Alright. That's okay. That is quite alright. I'm gonna get rid of this tree. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Pear smoothie. Alright. I feel like there was another place where there was a tree in the roadway that I needed to get rid of. Was it over on Applewood? Applewood Drive? That, yeah. And that. Oh, and this, yeah. Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay, and now we need our sidewalk city street for this tile right here. So our sidewalk city street was here. Brilliant. All right, we need to plant some more apple trees. Our parking garage is going to be here once we move all the houses. We've got a fossil to dig up here. And then we will leave that for Figment. Oh, I always love to see what they're talking about. My goal is to be, you know, a multifaceted pop star. A multifaceted what now? Sandman's got a bunch of different skills. What kind of skills should I learn, Sandman? You should learn survival skills, for sure. Huh? I mean, K? Yeah, maybe I could do some survival stuff. I could do songs about, I don't know, I'm farming or compost heaps. Hand-to-hand combat. Hey, you need to be ready for the zombie apocalypse, man. Oh, see? Biscuit gets it. Biscuit gets it. Compost heaps would be way useful if zombies attack the island. Zombies? But why would compost... You know what? Maybe I don't need any survival skills. Oh my god, I love the villager dialogues, the villager conversations. I haven't seen that one in all the 5 years that I've been playing. So that one's a new one. I wonder if that is new for the 3.0 or whether I just haven't come across it in the 5 years I've played. Ooh! Stars! That's right, we did have shooting stars last night. And we wished on some. And we met Celeste for the first time, which I had sworn that we had met Celeste already, but she's like, oh, are you a resident of this island? I'm Celeste, da-da-da-da. And she gave us the recipe for the star wand. We need to pick up all the summer shells we can. We're going to need to move her out pretty soon. Oh, she's got fleas too. Oh, gross. Ew. Alright, let's see if we can make it so that we're not going to talk. Because if we get too close and then hit A, it makes us talk to them instead of hitting them with the net. So, we will. There we go. The monkey has fleas. Gross. Yeah. No comment. No comment, no comment. Ugh. Okay, so we got all our stars. Oh! We have her on Skedaddle. Are you coming over from Skedaddle to visit our hotel? She's wearing the Sandman coat. That's pretty cool. You're still doing zoomies? Alright, so we were... Okay, so we picked up our tree, we paved that. Let's get our dirt path. And our roads. Okay, and I think we needed this one. Cool. Oh! Money bug, money bug. Gotcha! Alright, we need to tear away some more of the cliff so that we can finish out. Let's see, we were gonna go up to here, I think. So let's go ahead and do that. Excuse me. Okay, so it'll let us chunk away this cliff up to almost up to that area up there. I think we can do... It's not going to let us do that one because we always need a space between. So but it'll let us take all this away and then all of this away. Chunk chunk, 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 chunk. Okay. Chunking away the cliffs. We're going to order an incline. Trying to think of the incline that looks most like a road. I hear a balloon too. Our incline, I think we will have right here. Inclines are too wide. Okay. So we are actually going to need to curve our road. Oh, we lost it. Oops. Yeah, shoot. Dang it. Come back. Come back. Bye, balloon. Okay. So if we make our staircase here, so the road, we are going to need to chunk away more of that cliff up there. Ba-ba. Do, 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 do. Okay, so I think we're going to need to do 2 more because we need to be able to have a row in from the road in order for it to let us build the bridge. Okay, because we're going to need to get rid of all of that up to there. So yeah, that'll work. Let's curve that, and then we'll get rid of this here and have our incline here to continue on here up to the 2nd and 3rd levels up to the river. Ba-ba. All right. Chunk, 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 chunk. All right. That does kind of cut it kind of short in there, but that's okay. And actually, we don't even need to. Okay. That gives us enough room to walk on there. The ramps are only too wide anyway, I think. So let's build this here. Build this here. Build that. Okay, perfect. So that will be able to drive through there. We'll make another ramp there to go up to that third level. So we'll have 2 ramps. So let's go ahead and pave our dirt up to there. Okay. Ba-ba. Okay, and then as soon as we pave this, we're going to cut to start working on our special project. Our surprise. Which you've probably already figured out by now. It has to do with the American football Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, balloon. I see it. What is it? Gold nugget! Yeah! Alright! Gold nugget! Alright, so let's go ahead and get our dirt back out. Ba-da-ba-da. Do-do-do-do-do. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Dun, 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 dun. This is a problem. I am going to need to cut it in more to make the ramp. Shoot. Okay. Doesn't line up quite right. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so one more in here. And then curve that. And then I'll have to get rid of that there. Let's do that like that so that we have more room here. Okay, and then that should line up right to have the ramp going straight there. Okay, cool. And then we'll be able to round this here. Alright, dirt path back out. Alright, lay the dirt path, lay the dirt path, lay the dirt path. Let's get our middle stripe back out. Okay, so we last left off there. Every other one. Okay, so now we will lay our middle path. Doop, 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 doop. All right, chunk, 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 chunk. The reason we're not putting a stripe here is because the ramp is going to be coming out to here, and it's probably going to erase this one anyway, because the ramps are like four wide or four deep, or however you want to call it. Our end piece. Do, 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 do. My favorite hourly music in this game is I like the 8 a.m. music, and I also like the 3 a.m. music. Most people I hear of hate the 3 a.m. music. They say it's lame or it just sounds like crazy. But I like it. To me, it sounds kind of jazzy. If you're ever playing at 3 a.m. game time, 3 a.m., and you have the hourly music that plays. If you're familiar with that music, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's got like trombone-y kind of sound. Trombones. All right. Two more. Boom. Okay. Sweet. So we've got all of this space in the middle where we could put maybe like flowers or produce. We could probably put our farm there. We're going to get a couple more of these since those are along the freeway on the way to California. Got our rest up here. We're going to move it over a tad here. So we can probably put our produce garden here. Our campsite's there. So then we'll just need to figure out where we're going to put our hybrid flowers and all that kind of stuff. We might have room over by the theme park, maybe. So we're going to need to make a bridge across there. Let's see, so if we did up here, what kind of room do we have up here? Okay, if we got rid of that and just had this all flowers, we can probably put our hybrid flower garden there. Oh, dang it. I was aiming for the fossil. Okay. Woohoo! Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, these roses haven't grown a single offshoot at all. Because I planted 5 of each color, and there's still only 5 of each color. So they haven't grown anything at all, even though we've had rain. So they've been watered. I want to scale this back a bit here. I think I did also want to build this out a little bit because we wanted to be able to hop between the layers. Since you can't build a land bridge over land, you can only build bridges over water. It doesn't let you build a bridge from a landmass to a landmass with no water underneath it, which I hope they let you do in the next game. I hope they let you build a bridge from a landmass to a landmass like this, because it's kind of a drag. I am going to fill this in a tad so that we have a little bit more land room on the second and third levels. Okay, we might even make it a little bit thinner, but for now this will be fine. And then I want to do the same on the other side. To make like a little, make it a little bit more hidden of a, not a secret passage, because it's not really a secret passage, it's just a way to get behind it. I always like to curve these edges when I can. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and do that on this side too. Just so that we can hop between the left to the right and the right to the left. Okay, cool. There, let's curve that. Sweet. Okay, that's still a pretty big tidal wave. We may even be cutting it back a little bit more in this way, because we don't need it to be quite this big. Plus, we do still need to build a road, a city street. Let's see, do we have a city street built here? I think we'll do it here. So if it goes up this way, Nook's Cranny is going to be moved. So it'll go up there. Because the city street needs to be to the left, to the west of the beach. So we are going to need to scale it back a little bit here, because our campsite is right here, so we can't have the city street going here. So yeah, we are going to need to scale it back, but that will be for another stream here. We are going to go ahead and start on our special project. So let's get out of construction mode. Construction controls terminated. All right. So first off, we are going to need to, let's see, do we have, we probably won't need... Trying to think. Let's go ahead and get started first, and then we'll see what we'll need, because we're definitely not going to finish the special project today, but we're going to continue it. His room is here. So one moment here. All right. So let's slumber. It's slumber time. And I think this is the first time that Sandman has done slumber, because I know the last time we wanted to, he had never dreamed before, so he has to visit a dream island before he could do any slumber. Yeah, he's never slumbered before. Yet on a slumber island, your imagination is free to decorate. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Imagine an island. We need to choose a big size. None of your answers are permanent. No stress now. I see nothing. Yes. We're going to need as flat as possible. All right. I just got to thinking we should have looked for line paths before we left. Because we've got road line paths, but we don't have grass turf line. All right, so we are going to get rid of all these trees, because what we're going to be doing is making a field. So we need to see how many spaces this field is, so that we can see how many steps will be a yard, so that we know how many yards we can put in, and make like a 10-yard line, a 20-yard, 30-yard, 40-yard, 50-yard, etc. We probably could have used a medium island. It probably would have worked just as well. Okay. So, getting rid of all of these. think he has bought what we were going to use for our field goals, since there's not actually a field goal in the game. We need some kind of like pole to represent the kind of pole with the U shape on the top. Alright, we're going to need to fill that in. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe we won't have to fill that in. Maybe we can use the whole field to the right of the river. Okay. La da da, la da da. God, there's a lot of trees on this island. Okay. So is this dead center? Yes, this is dead center. Okay, so that works. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 little... I love how the temporary title is Dreamyland. Okay, so 4 squares. So if I move my house... So we want to take up 3 across, and we're going to pretty much use all 4. So just a little bit short of the river. Okay, so just short of the river. So if I put, let me get my pathing just so we can kind of see where that cutoff is. Perfect. Okay, so it's going to be to the left of where I'm at right now. Okay, so that is my rightmost point, but I want to be up a little ways. So I can actually move my house to in front of the river. So let's do that. Actually, we'll do that later on because I need to have enough space in front of the end zone, the south end zone, to be able to have people stand there to start. So we will do, okay, so I want to be, so if I do the end zone here on this side of the house, okay, that can work. Okay, so this will be the south end zone. Oh, shoot. This is going to be so much fun next week. You guys have no idea what I have planned. This is going to be so much fun. You're definitely going to have to tune in next Sunday. Or we might even actually do it Saturday, since Sunday I'm sure lots of people are going to want to actually watch the actual game. Um, okay, so what is this looking like? Okay, so we can go almost to the other river, probably about the same. So how wide across are we looking at here? I know what to do. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, ooh, close. Okay, so probably 2 over. Okay, am I... Oh, no. Now am I lined up? Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, so 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Okay, so if we just did 40 and then have a few on the sides to be kind of like the sidelines. Okay, let me take a look at this map again. Okay, so we want to go all the way to the north, and let's count how many that is there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, so if we do 60 wide, so it's a good thing that we did have the large island instead of like the medium, because we are going to need all that space to build our football field. Because a football field, like a regular football field, is 120 yards. So if we've got 60, we're going to have not as much space, obviously, as a traditional football field. So instead of having like 10 yard every 10 yards, maybe we'll do like 5 yard, like the 5 yard line would be the 10 yard line. Let's see. So in the exact middle will be our 25, so we'll do 25 instead of 50 in the exact middle. So we'll need to, once we get back to our main island, out of the slumber island, we'll need to get some grass patterns, like some transparent number patterns for like numbers 1 through 5, so we can have like 25 is going to be our 50. So let's do, every step will be a yard. So if we do, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so this is our 25-yard line. It should be exactly halfway in our field. So I'm just going to be marking this down here because this is where we're going to need to put our white line. We need to get some white line patterns and then some number 1 through 5 patterns so that we can do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I don't think I made my... Yeah, I didn't. I didn't make my right side border. Okay, so let's get rid of these trees because these are in the field. There's no trees in the middle of the football field. There's no bugs on the football field. Come to think of it, you know what? I could have... No, it's an exactly square island. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. No, it's wider than it is long. And actually that 25-yard line doesn't look like it's exactly in the middle of my field. So I think I'm off a number or two. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well, let me see here. Let me go ahead and make my right border so that we can just kind of gauge and see. Okay, since that wasn't going to have any of these. Okay, so if I do, that is 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, is that matching up to the other side? That's what I want to see. It is. Okay, so why does it look like on the map like it's not exactly in the middle? It should be exactly in the middle. So I think what I need to do is move it up a little bit. Maybe 2 squares? Let me see if 2 squares... Is this showing in the middle of the map now? It is. Okay. So I am going to move everything up 2 squares. And that'll work because then I can do... Okay, so... 2... Okay, so if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so let's get rid of this. And then we will have our 25-yard line exactly in the middle. And we'll make the extra spaces the spaces for the end zone. Because I think we did have some leeway space up at the north end too, if I remember correctly. Alright, get rid of all this, and then we'll be able to do our true 25-yard line from the other side across. No. Alright. God, I can't wait till next week now. This is gonna be so much fun. Just wait till you see what we've got planned. It's gonna be so much fun. Alright, so this is our 25-yard line, which serves as our 50-yard line since we only have 60 wide instead of 120 wide. Okay. Alright, so we need a white line pattern, and we probably just need one, because for the solid lines that continue all the way through, we can just connect one single line to make a long line, and then for like the little like mid-yard lines that are just like a shorter line, we can just use like one path for those. Alright, there's our 25-yard line. Now we've got, and that's also where like the main like logo is gonna go. So we need to see our exact middle as well. So not counting the end sides here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So 23. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So this is our exact middle. Oh, why did it do that? So this is where our game logo is going to be. Cool. So that's in the exact center. Let's go ahead and so this is 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And then our end zone starts, our northern end zone starts there. So good, so we've got room on both sides to make a proper like decorative end zone for each side, for each team that's going to be competing. This is so cool. All right, so we're going to need numbers, we're going to need lines. We're going to need our pole to serve as our field goal, goalpost, thingamajiggy. Boy, this is a long field. Okay. I can see the end. I can see the end coming up. Okay, we're going to move our house as well. Sweet. Okay. So we've got all this extra room. We can move our house. Okay. Okay, so this was one. Our end zone that we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our end zone on the north side should be 4 as well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. And then we'll get our decorative designs in for the end zones for each team. We'll fill those in. Just doing our borders for now. Let me put this up here. Hold on 1 second. All right, just had to start my dryer. All right, End zones. So I think I'm going to fill in the whole end zone with the dirt underlay so that we can place our patterns and just kind of make them a little bit more so that they show up on the map properly. All right. Yay! He's so cute with his little cast on his leg. It's like, what happened to your leg, Sandman? Did somebody break your leg? Your right leg? Alright, so we'll need to get rid of that extra path going more north because that's just going to confuse us. So erase that, erase that, erase that. Okay, so we're going to fill this in. But let's go ahead and set our border for the southern end zone too, just so we have that all ready. Okay, so chunk, 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 chunk. All right. So I don't think it's going to let us search for patterns in Slumberland. So I think we will have to actually be back on our main island in awake state to be able to use the custom designs portal, which is the other thing we also need to double check with Figment, because she got the permit for the custom things, but it didn't let her the last time we tried to use, when we were logged on as her to do designing and went to look up some custom designs in the custom designs portal on our phone app in game. It didn't give her that option. So we need to see why that is, that she's not able to access the custom designs portal in game. But we're going to need to do that to download our numbers and our white lines for the field so that we can make our yard markers for like the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, so let's move our house. So let's talk to Lloyd. Hello, I'm here to support you. My house. Move. Okay. Okay. Grazie. So we want it on this side, I think. Just the river go all the way down there. It won't fit there. We can put it over here to be kind of like the announcer booth kind of area. So, oops. Always forget we need to get out of design mode to be able to use the inventory. This is it. Excuse me. Yay! Okay, cool. So that's on the southern end zone. Let's see, now that we're out of design mode, we can set our field goalposts. So I think what we were going to use, I think that's the closest. Let me see. Let me just see what all we have. Oh, we can use this, I suppose. Something else that kind of looks kind of like end zone gulp. That's all the stuff that we have. Okay, so we could either do I think this would probably be the best. And we would want it exactly halfway. Let me see the map. We need to move it over to the right a smidge. So let's move this 3, 4, 5. And then, no, we need to move it over a little bit more. Robert Sprite, how are you? How are things going? How's your Sunday going? All right. A little bit more to make it center. Okay. Yes, I think that works. Okay, so let's just run straight across, and then we'll put our northern field goal post here. Pretty close, Robert. It's we're doing a special thing that we're going to be doing next Sunday for the American Football Super Bowl. So it kind of looks like a soccer field. It's very, very close. Okay, so is this centered? Yes. Okay, so I think our southern one is not quite centered, because this is our dead center here. Yeah, we need to move it over a couple more. And even over a couple more. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, so during the week we're going to need to get our numbers and lines custom designs, because I don't think it lets us. Yes, we know. Yes, thank you. Yeah, it doesn't let us access the actual portal from Slumberland. So we are going to have to do that in our Waking Island. And then during the week, we'll have to come back and lay down our numbers and our designs for our end zones for the 2 teams that are going to be playing in our game next weekend. So let's go ahead and tell Luna that we want to save this island. No, just saying hello. Okay. We want to save. Name this island. Oh no, are you kidding me? It's not gonna let me name it what I want to. Uh, no. Okay. Well. Maybe I'll just call it. Okay. And then next year it'll be 27. Actually. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Alright. Cool, cool. Yes, we are ready to wake. Thus we part ways for now. Alright. So let's go ahead and see what kind of numbers. I think we need like transparent numbers, like white numbers with transparent backing. Oh, Tangy is here! We didn't see her earlier. You're staying at the hotel. Yay. Sweet. Very nice, very nice. Alright, so let's take a look at the Custom Designs portal and see what we can see. Access the portal. Dun, 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 dun. We also need to get our 10th villager because we only have 9 villagers, so we're going to need to set a plot as well. But first I think we need to move all the other houses. Let's see. We need, I guess I could have put football field. Okay, yeah, it's not gonna bring anything up for that. What about oops. Let's see. Well, I don't need grass patterns, I need number patterns. Oh, that's all they have. Okay. I'm just gonna look up numbers and see if I can just find numbers. Oh, that's lame. Okay, oh, the numbers are bad. Anybody know what this is a reference to? The numbers are bad. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. Oh, I didn't want 1. I wanted, oh yeah, I did want 1. 1 through 5. Oh golly. I just want a white number 1. I may have to make these numbers myself. I think that's one thing we'll work on, because we do also need to work on Sandman's custom design for our Mallworld flag, and a new design for Figment for her Mallworld flag, so she can get the Nook Miles and then switch it back to the Mallworld, the Sandman Mallworld flag. They need to work on their custom tunes as well for their town tunes. None of these are what I am looking for. I'm just looking for a white number 1 with a transparent background. I think it's probably going to be easier for us to just make our own off stream. And then also make a white line off stream. Let's see. Change design. Okay. Okay, so we want to use the tool, fill all. Excuse me. Okay, transparent background. And then we want, I'm going to have to look and see how the football field numbers look so that I can get the right font in pixel art to be able to do the number. And actually, I think I just doomed myself by making it transparent first, because now I'm not going to be able to see the number as I'm doing it. Change color, round stamp. If I do a rectangle, also I don't know how big I need to make these numbers. I don't think I need to make them very big. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the 9th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, dang it. Why isn't it making, okay. Probably because, let's see. Oh, yeah, it did work, okay. Oh. Okay. I think I'm going to need to make it in a different color first and then change it to white. Just so I can see what I'm doing. This is probably too thick. I don't know. This is just not. I need to look up pixel art to get this number right. So we're gonna just discard that for now. We know we need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then like some lines. So we have enough spaces for that. We're gonna be able to do that just fine. Can look up some pixel art numbers and just kind of go based on that. All right. We are also going to need to order our bridge. So let's get the incline. We'll do the incline first, and then the next in-game day we'll order the bridge. So let's talk to Mr. Tom Nook. Mr. Thomas, we need an incline for our freeway. About bridges and inclines. Let's make an incline. Yes, yes. Okay, so we need one that looks like the freeway that we've built. So, oh, none of these really look like. Probably, this one's probably the closest, because it is kind of a gray freeway. That could work, but we need it to look like more of a ramp, like a road, because it's going up the mountain. So we'll go ahead and choose this one. Yes. Oh yes, 2 apple trees, Robert, have grown. We didn't plant any more yet, but we've cleared the way today in doing our construction to be able to plant more. So let's take a look at that. Applewood Drive, right over here. So we've cleared up all these other money trees. We're ready to plant more. So we're going to be planting them all along this road here. So once this tree goes, which, let me see, was this another tree? We can get rid of this tree, which we'll do right now. We also need to fill in this stuff for our sidewalk, which we can do once we get back into construction mode. This tree, I don't think this was a money tree, but we want to give it another day for these trees just to make sure that they weren't money trees that are about to grow in, because I couldn't remember where we put all of our money trees, which is what all these were, where these holes are. Now we've gotten a little bit organized with all of our money trees along here, so we know what we're going to be chopping down versus what we're not going to be chopping down. But I'm going to give this one another day, give this one another day. Did we just shake this one? There's still a wasp somewhere out here too, because we got 4 wasps today. We haven't shaken all of our trees yet, so that's that. So let's go ahead and place our ramp. Yes, we have coconut trees too. I think we need to plant more though. Oh, she's got fleas too? Are you kidding me? Ew, gross. That's 2 of our villagers that have had fleas today. Man, first the monkey and now the rabbit. Everybody's got fleas on this island. Are you even serious right now? Yeah, I know, right? Grody, yes. If you hadn't taken them off me, my pop star career would be ruined. Ew. You totally saved the day. Yeah. Gross. We did see some bees. I haven't seen any ladybugs. I think ladybugs come out in the springtime, and it's summertime on this island. But we have seen bees. There's a bee right there. We can catch if we don't scare it away. We're always bad at scaring these bees away. Oh. Let me see. Can we not scare it away? Got it! Got the bee. I caught a honeybee. Alright. Placing our ramp. Placing our ramp. So we've got our freeway curving around here. Going up. And then here's where our ramp is going to be here. So we want to place our ramp, incline, reserve this spot. Let me take a look and see what it's going to look like. Oh, it's kind of off-centered, but that is going to be okay. That's going to be fine. Up, 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 up. Okay, so we need to pay it off. So we just harvested all our money trees and put that in the bank. So we've got enough. That was the cheapest incline, I think. So I want to go ahead and sell all these things in my pockets to get a little bit extra money. Hello. I wish they'd hurry up and upgrade their shop too. I want to sell. We want to sell these fleas for one. That's it. We're going to save the bee. 140 bells for 2 fleas. All right. Sure. We weren't going to do anything with them anyway. Better to have money for them than nothing. All right, so we need to pull out 98,000 bells to pay off that bridge. ABD. Withdrawal. No loan balance. Finally. Sweet. Now we really need to get turnips to get back up to 1 million. So we will definitely be buying some turnips and playing the turnip stock market. The stonks. We can also use our Nook Mile tickets to try to find Money Island on the Nook Mystery Islands. Let's pay off the bridge so that it'll be ready tomorrow. A natural ramp, 98,000. It's just lovely. Yeah, sure, I'll help. The max. May I have 98,000 bells? Donate. Yay! Project completion. Alright. Alright, so that will be built by tomorrow. We've already checked the rugs that Sahara has on Harv's Island. But we haven't been to the archipelago today, so before we close out, I want to look and see what items they have in their shop today. So we'll do that really quick here. My stomach is growling now. All this talk about apples and coconuts. Now I'm hungry. I want to go to work. Roger that. All packed. Time for takeoff. Bum, 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 ba-da. Doo, bum, bum. If Nintendo partnered with some kind of toy company to make plushies of the dodos, I would totally buy both of them. I love those dodos. I'd totally get a plushie of Orville and Wilbur. Oh, Mallory. Jacques. Billy. Ah, Marlo. Okay. So we still don't have message on a beaches because he still hasn't talked to us about adding materials to his DIY. So what do we have? We've got a confetti machine. We've got a bowl. Oh, that's a cool chandelier. We don't have very much pokey though. Oh yeah, we don't have enough. We'll have to do some houses off stream to be able to earn some. How much is this one? 26. And then this lamp, I think we already have this lamp. 37 for a round light. How much is the bowl? Bath bucket. 150, that's not bad. How much for the confetti machine? Oh my god, 52. Holy camole. We've only designed like a handful of houses. Does he have anything that he wants us to put in this DIY bucket yet? We just got this DIY box. Okay, so he's still not prompting us for materials. Let's try talking to him because we're not going to get message in a bottles on this archipelago until he starts wanting DIY stuff. Nico. Nothing. Okay. Well, just to make sure, let's check and see. 'Cause he has talked to us about DIYs. But I think it's like not until he starts asking for materials that you can find any DIYs on the beaches. Because the DIYs on here will have like the moss recipes. Oh, yay! Actually, count me wrong. I am proven wrong. Okay. Festival lantern set. What does this look like? Festival lantern set. Oh, this thing. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. It only comes in red, though, I think. I don't think you can customize the colors, can you? And now we just need to be able to get festival lanterns to be able to make the festival lantern set. Okay, so let's go ahead back home. Cool, so we can get DIYs in the message in the bottles. Very good. Yes, that is correct. All right. So we scaled back our tidal wave. We do need to scale it back a little bit more because we need to put our city street. But that will be for the next stream, which we will do. We'll probably do a stream midweek just so we can show some more prep for our Pitfall Bowl for next Sunday, for next weekend's event. We're probably going to do the actual event Saturday, since Sunday most people are not going to be watching YouTube. They're probably going to be watching the actual football game on TV. So I don't want to compete with that. So if I do stream next Sunday, it'll either be early or late. Oh, see, I scared away that bee. So we need to, let's see, where do we need to scale this back from? If we put the city street, okay, Nook's Cranny is going to be moving. We're going to move the Nook's Cranny over maybe over here. I need to see how big how much space it's going to take up. And then if we put houses along here, Applewood Drive is going to have all apples here. And then this house is going to move. We can probably put our fruit orchard along this side once these two houses move. So our apples will lead into our pears and oranges and peaches and cherries. Because Applewood Drive ends where the parking garage is going to be, which is going to be right around here. Taking up all this. We're going to make it big enough so that we can have like a bunch of the full-size cars on there in the parking garage. So all these are going to be moving. These 4 houses, 1, 2, 5, 6 houses. These 6 houses are going to have to move. So we need to figure out where our suburbia is going to be. Whether we're going to make it... We're going to move these flowers. I think we're going to put the Nook's Cranny here. And we might move the Able Sisters up next to it, since the middle of the island is our actual mall of Mallworld. I think that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to move the bathrooms to like right here. The little bathroom toilet kind of horror area. The Mallworld bathrooms. So our city street is going to go along here. So it's going to be going along here. Across, we're going to make a bridge across here. So it's going to go straight up from this pear tree. So we're going to need to scale back the tidal wave to here. So I am going to move this over just so we know this is how far we're going to need to scale back the tidal wave over. So then we'll be able to move this cliff more over that way, and then we'll probably be able to make our flower. We forgot to get that fossil. We need to keep that pond and river there because we need to build up this 3rd level and make this river on the 3rd level instead of the 2nd level to go across and then to here. So that's still going to be river, so we're not going to be able to put our flower things there. We're going to put a structure here. Ooh, another money bug. Money butterfly. Boom. Oh, I can catch that bee too, I think. If I don't scare it away. Got it. Boom. All right. So we made some fairly good progress, kind of. We just need to get some patterns made for our football field, for our event, and then we need to put the designs down for our end zones for the two teams that are going to be playing. Thanks for joining us, though. Definitely tune in throughout the week. We are going to put some more videos out in the middle of the week of us building. It might not be streams, it might be videos, but we'll have to see on that. But then definitely the stream of the event on Saturday or Sunday once we figure out what time the game is and what we got going on this weekend. Oh, do you want to move? Oh, no. I don't think so. All right. Thanks. Just flip it at the store. Yeah, be a flipper. We need to hurry up and have them, they need to hurry up and tell us they want to upgrade their shop, because this little rinky-dink shop is still like... We've bought a lot of stuff from that store, and we've sold a lot of stuff at the store. Why haven't they upgraded? Alright. Well, click like and subscribe. Definitely check us out. All our playlists. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for talking.